Hey Aries, welcome. This is your March 2019 tarot card reading. I'm Chrissy. Thanks for joining my channel. Thanks for listening, subscribing, sharing. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. All right, let's start your reading. You got a great reading this month, and I was trying to base all of these on the Chiron into Aries transit, right? Which is a 7-year transit. And I will be posting on my Patreon page a reading for each sign with this transit, like a deep into each sign for the Chiron Aries transit. For you, this is right in your first house of self identity. So your next 7 years, Chiron's the wounded healer. So we're going to be healing wounds within ourself, for you, for Aries, your self-identity. This is a time where you want to identify with the wound. You don't want to deny the wounding. Because there could be missed opportunities. You could be coming through with healing with past lives. It's a big transit, right? And it's a 7-year energy. So I just want you to know that reading is on Patreon. And I will leave that link in the About section above if you want to go to that to check out the readings for those. They'll be posted mid-March. So let's go right into your reading, because you do have a nice reading here, and there's a little bit of opposition, but your underlining energy is this Queen of Cups. And it's coming in, for the month of March, there's a nurturance, a kindness, a caring way about you. This is the card of mother. She's a good mom. It could be a time where you're thinking of your mother in March. This could be, for those of you who've had mothers or grandmothers that have passed on. But this is a compassionate heart. She's a bit psychic. It's going to be an emotional, good month for you, like feeling a lot of deep emotion. Now, judging from the spread, and this isn't a message for all of you, but for some of you, there was some opportunity with work that was offered to you, and you're walking away from it. So some of you are going to make a decision to walk away from a job, a career, an opportunity that you may have been trying to decide whether to stay or to go. You're going to feel, if you move on from it, there is a depletion of money, and it could leave you feeling a little bit, maybe I should have took it type energy. But you have to assess that. This is just the cards and what their message is. Here's what I'm picking up. There could be some internal competition or stress with the actual job or project that is not good for you, and you know that it's not good for you, so you do want to move on from it. So you have to kind of balance out what is good for your well-being and what is not good, all right? And try to do your best in March to create that next 7 years that is something that's for you and needed for you at that time. So try to base your decision the best way you can. For some of you, this could be, maybe some of you will take a job because you need to take a job this month, and it wasn't exactly maybe what you thought, and you'll kind of go forward and move yourself into another one. So I'm getting some of that back and forth energy where you're trying to decide on what to do. You do have the card of strength here, and there's new news and information coming in about projects, about relationships, about family. Like it's all around you, right? So there's news and information coming in that needs to be received by you, Aries, And you can lead the way, right? You're kind of leading the charge, and you're really making things work for how you need them to play out for you in the month of March. So there's a lot of contemplation going on, but where you have the strength card, you've endured a lot. There's courage and strength, there's determination. I love the card of strength. I get a very Leo energy coming from this. There is Leo energy. You're a loyal friend. You're a good leader, and you have courage to face the obstacles and any challenges that may have kind of been put upon you. You're in a good position, and you also have blessed energy. This is the Temperance card. So, it's always about the emotion. So you have a lot of emotional cards coming in for this month, and it's happiness, and it's, again, it's another card of balance, balancing your body, mind, and soul, all your aspects around you. You're doing a great job. Your eye is on the money, though. Your eye is on monetary. Your eye is on, making sure you have enough, being determined, taking care of finances, taking care of spending money and receiving money, right? You're really good at contemplation, and the Four of Pentacles is the Miser card. So you're holding your treasures under lock and key, right? So it's all good. It's just, it's a beautiful energy. And also down below here, which you can't see, we have the King of Wands. So this could be an Aries, Sag, or Leo, male or female, because this is a general reading. His archetype is all about charm. He's got a lot of charisma. He's got a lot of passion and drive. He's the creative force of energy. So this could be someone around you that you could be really getting the creative energy coming out of this month, and really driving yourself to the passion and the determination of the gifts that you have that you want to bring out. So there might be some gifts that you want to set up and have new endeavors with gifts that you have, and take it to a new degree point. So that old job might not be serving you, and that's why you're walking away from it. And yet you probably will worry about finances, but you know what? I think you're okay, and I think you're always going to worry. So if it's a question of leaving something that you're ready to move forward from, then maybe it is the right time for you to do that, because you're always going to land on your feet, Aries, always. You do have the Five of Wands, which this could be, some competitive energy, some quarreling, some difficulty, some drama, right? It could be coming out of family environments, work environments, and this could be why there's some situations that you are going to walk away from. You come into the month with the High Priestess, right? So this is the inner knowing, the inner psychic, the inner, your inner and your power is kind of showing you the way. It's leading you. It's leading you into making choices that need to be made, and to have the determination and drive to see it through, right? But for Aries sun signs, and even rising, you're determined. And what doesn't serve you, you're going to move on from it, because Aries, you don't have time to be indecisive. I don't know many Aries that are indecisive. They go for the gold. They go for it. So, and when they're if something's stagnating too long, it's you're saying, I come on, let's move this along. I got bigger fish to fry, So I don't see you staggering in any energy, and I feel like you're going to come out stronger and more creative and more charged up to move things along at a quicker pace, right? So if there's something you've been working and awakening to over the past 4 or 5 months, now's your time to contemplate and to really make those wishes, or whatever the desire is, come to light for you, with a balanced energy, with protecting what you've worked so hard for, with dealing with some drama, with the nurture and care and guidance that's here for you, and some psychic ability. And some of you maybe even, depending on what you do, you could come up with new creative solutions to what your work in the world is, right? because you do have the King of Wands here, which is creative flow, energy, it's music, it's just beautiful energy. So I get a lot of Leo energy, fire energy, news and information, good, things are coming in. You could hear about pregnancies or babies being born. So there is a lot of good, and there's coming with the equinox, you're going to have an inner knowing of how things are really going to play out. So, get yourself in that mode. Do some meditating, do some work, do some inner work, do some work on yourself, right? Self-identify with what makes your heart sing, what you love. Do the things you love. Step out into nature a little bit, which I pulled an animal spirit for the guidance for this week. In Aries, you received 2. So you received dolphin. This is just beautiful. So the guidance for you is to enjoy the flow, joy, the light, bring more light to yourself. Compassion, again, right? The Queen of Cups is always about compassion. Dolphins, again, they sing to their own, they play and they have joy and they sing. So it's going to be a very good month for you. And it's card number 4, which is stability. So where I see you moving on from something, many of you, it could be job or looking into new things. This is the stability, the pillar of foundation. Could be your home environment, your work environment. But this is to instill to you that all will be okay, and you'll have the joy, the light, and the flow, and the compassion to the month. And the guidance for you is to sing, be happy, be light, live in the here and now, feel what you feel, It's that compassionate heart that you have to help others. And here's a little surprise, because you got a second card, and you got the Lion, which is all about Leo, Wow. This is one of my favorite cards. Look at how beautiful this card is. He's just a beautiful lion. I just love him. So there's a lot of red and yellow, which is the base chakra and the sacral chakra. So work on those chakras. It's card number 11. If you feel blocked or you feel like you don't have your power, the lion is about power and loyalty and leadership and family and love, right? Card number 11. So the vibration is new beginnings. Watch out for that number 11, 11, 11. You can Google it too to see what the number is in numerology. It is about new inspirations, new beginnings. Let me just read you a little piece of that, of number 11 for the message. I just love this card. Okay. When the lion comes to you, he comes to you to awaken a power within that is your birthright, not through struggle, forcefulness, or controlled effort, but through the simple expression of your true self, ignited deep within. When the lion roars, he does not do it for gain or approval, but to boldly claim his place in the world. I am here. Lion is calling you to make such a stand. There is nothing you need to learn or gain from the outside world to be fully who you are. The time is now for you to embrace your unique strength and allow them to lead you and discover your greater place within the whole. If you feel stuck or less than empowered, bring yourself into the open fields or quiet shores where you can be alone. Take the time to reconnect with the truth of your inner fire and let yourself roar. Awaken to the power lying dormant within. Feel it rise from the earth into your heart and your body. You are a great and noble being. Your leadership is now needed to take your pride, but allow yourself to breathe deeply and accept that you came calling you. I'm so sorry. Hang on one second. And accept that you came here to fully express your gifts in the world. What is your heart calling you to do? Lion is leadership and abundance. Lion is loyalty to the calling of your heart. Speak your truth, embody your strength, Honor your gifts and the gifts of others within the balance of work and pleasure. Solitude and togetherness. Be the lion that you are. So this corresponds so much with this reading because there's something you want to walk away from, but you're worried about finances. But you have the, look at the strength card is here also. The red, that's the base. That's the base chakra in the body, in the physical body. So there's some gift that you really want to bring to other people. Is a compassionate heart for you for this month. And you're going to bring it, and you're going to bring everything you have to it with grace, with strength, and you're going to find some joy and some light. And, every day, shine that light as bright as you can on you, Aries, because it's all here for you. There's a creative force. You're getting ready to move on to some higher ground, and it's a beautiful energy. So even if you're an Aries rising, or you're an Aries sun, or even an Aries moon, this just flows with all the other readings because I've done you last. So great for you for the month. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I thank you for listening. And if anyone would like a private session, I will leave that information in the About section above. All right, guys, have a great month, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.